Maya pulled her sweater tighter around her shoulders. The golden light danced over the waves, making them shimmer like liquid gold. It had been years since she last stood here, on the shores of Malibu, where her heart had once been the freest and the fullest. She never thought she'd come back. Too many memories lived in the sand, in the salty air, in the way the ocean whispered things she wasn't ready to hear. But something had drawn her back. Maybe closure. Maybe curiosity. Maybe something she wasn't ready to admit yet. Maya. The familiar voice made her heart skip, her breath catch. She turned slowly, the wind tangling strands of her dark hair. And there he was, Logan. The boy who had once been her everything. He stood a few feet away, looking as effortlessly handsome as ever, with his sun-kissed skin and ocean blue eyes. His hair was still that perfect mess of golden brown waves, a little longer now, and there was something in his gaze, something deeper, older. Didn't think I'd see you here again, he said, his voice carrying both surprise and something else. Hope, maybe. Neither did I, she admitted, hugging her arms to herself. They stood there for a moment, the space between them charged with unspoken words, unshed emotions. 3 years. That's how long it had been since they'd said goodbye, sitting on this very beach, watching the embers of a bonfire fade into the night. They had promised to stay in touch. They hadn't. Life had pulled them apart, Maya chasing her career in San Francisco, Logan staying in LA to build his own future. But now, standing here, with the golden sun casting long shadows between them, it felt like fate had other plans. You visiting? Logan asked, taking a cautious step closer. Maya nodded. Just for the weekend. Needed a break from the city. Ah, he said, slipping his hands into his pockets. San Francisco still treating you well? It's busy. Fast-paced. She hesitated, then added, lonely, sometimes. Logan's eyes softened. Yeah, he murmured. I know the feeling. Another pause. The waves filled the silence, crashing rhythmically against the shore. Do you ever think about it? Logan asked suddenly. She didn't have to ask what he meant. All the time, she whispered. His lips parted slightly, like he hadn't expected her to say it. Like he was hoping she would. You ever regret it? He asked. Maya swallowed. Leaving? No. But, losing you. She let out a breath. Yeah, I do. Logan took another step forward. Close enough now that she could see the way the last of the sunlight caught in his eyes. I never stopped thinking about you, Maya, he admitted. I told myself I had to move on. That maybe we weren't meant to be. But now, seeing you here. His voice trailed off, and he shook his head as if trying to find the right words. Maybe we just needed time, she whispered. He studied her for a moment. Then, with a small, hesitant smile, he reached for her hand. The moment his fingers brushed hers, warmth spread through her chest, familiar and right. You still like stargazing? He asked, his voice lighter now. A slow smile curved her lips. Always. Then let's go. He tugged her hand gently, leading her toward the cliffs, where they had spent so many nights before, talking, dreaming, falling in love. As they walked, the ocean roared behind them, the California breeze cool against their skin. But inside, Maya felt warm, warmer than she had in years. Maybe some love stories don't end. Maybe they just take a little detour. And under a sky full of stars, their story was ready to begin again.